Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Phil Baroni to defeat Pete Sell. And I'm here to talk about Henry Cejudo versus Merab Dvalishvili. My pick for this fight is Merab Dvalishvili. I've got him winning a decision. And it's primarily because I'm done doubting Merab. I promised myself I wouldn't doubt him again. I think Merab has proven to be the best workhorse in the UFC, in any division, frankly. And he's proven to be a dominant fighter against championship-level fighters in Jose Aldo and Petr Yan. A 5-round dominant fight. So I just trust him. I trust him a lot. I think even his 2 UFC losses, his first 2 UFC fights, could both be wins. Certainly got the controversy there with Ricky Simon, but the other one against Frankie Saenz was very close. And I know Merab will, at the very least, fight for your money. He's got a lot of heart, and he's got that work rate where he's going to be in your face. I mean, he's going to be trying to take down everybody, but even if he runs into that wall against Henry Cejudo here, and Henry does have an Olympic gold medal in wrestling, so it's possible that might happen, I still think Merab could be in his face and winning with pressure, teeing off on him against the cage. We've seen that before. He's frozen some really good fighters. And as Stevie the Cat will tell you, look at this moment here. As Stevie the Cat will tell you, you can say whatever you want about his opponents. Jose Aldo, Petr Yan, they look flat. They had a flat night. A lot of fighters seem to have a flat night when they fight Merab. He brings just this otherworldly pressure. So that's why I'm picking him. But Henry Cejudo, one of the best wrestlers ever. I do think Henry Cejudo has that potential to be a horrible stylistic matchup for Merab if he's able to take Merab off his ass, or put him on his ass, I should say, and smother Merab. Not only would that neutralize him, but it put Merab in his weakest spot. But even if he does that, I know Merab wouldn't fatigue from discomfort or anything. He could have a horrible round. He'll still be up and in your face at a pace that no one else can fight at. Not even a prime Colby Covington. So I'd love to see Cejudo impose himself, especially with his wrestling, because I do feel like Henry Cejudo, in general, between striking and grappling, I feel like I think of him more as a striker these days. Yeah, I think he kind of turned a corner once he hit that championship level. Or maybe it was really that Wilson Hayes fight. But Henry, despite being a well-rounded fighter here, his strength is where it's at for him in this fight, because that's Merab's strength. And I think wrestling could definitely solve this one, could determine this fight. Merab, I don't think he's good enough to control Henry Cejudo once he gets on top. He's not Aljamain Sterling with the jiu-jitsu, but I do think Merab's one of the few guys who could take down Henry. But it wouldn't, he wouldn't advance too much. It would just be putting him down to say he did so. And Merab is much more of a rider on top anyway. Mat returns and riding. He doesn't have the jiu-jitsu really to make something happen down there. So I think it'd be just part of the grind. But again, if he runs into that wall and he's not able to take Henry down, or even if Henry takes him down, I still envision Merab being the much more active striker down the stretch and outpointing Henry in one way or another. So, Merab Dvalishvili by decision is the pick. I've bet on him at plus 110. Or, I'm sorry, minus 140. No. Minus 135. That's what it is. Whatever. Minus 135. His money line is at minus 220. But, I think, his real only path to victory is a decision. Henry Cejudo, he's been finished once, and it was by Mighty Mouse Johnson when Mighty Mouse was in his prime and Henry was inexperienced. And he just got beaten up in round 1, TKO'd from the clinch. I don't think that's going to happen with Merab. I think it would be much more of a grind. I'm very certain of it. So Merab by decision is the pick, and Merab by decision is the bet, minus 135. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.